SAFM Breakfast is on now, and so is the Chemist Warehouse Christmas Fragrance Sale. Spoil yourself or your loved ones this Christmas with big brand fragrances at lowest prices. Shop in-store or online today.
Now listen.
Fave Bits, picked by Bernie and Emma G.
How's the energy?
Amazing. It's the SAFM Breakfast Podcast with Bernie and Emma G.
We were chatting yesterday, Bern, about how I've moved in with my partner, Eddie.
Yes.
After 2 years of long distance while I was working in Sydney.
You're very happy, G.
I love it. I'm actually really enjoying doing all the mundane things together. Like,
Eddie, not so much.
he loves it too.
Yeah, okay.
Brushing our teeth side by side. It's really cute.
Really?
Oh, that is
But as peachy as everything is, there are some teething problems. I've been wanting to make a few changes, and I gave you a checklist, Bern, the other day.
You did?
About some of the things that we're disagreeing on. He's sleeping on decorative pillows. Do you keep chocolate in the fridge or in the pantry?
I'm going fridge.
Oh, you're with Eddie. Every kitchen needs a spice cupboard, not my darling Eddie's bachelor pad. Now, you agreed with Eddie about the chocolate in the fridge, but you agreed with me for the other two things.
Yeah,
So,
decorative pillow. I wouldn't sleep on the decorative side, but it's always got a soft underside, so I'll sleep on the same pillow, just flip it.
flip it over the
Which
other
is
side.
sort of on the fence a bit with that one, but yeah. No, I have been with you for a few things. I thought I'd be all Eddie.
So did I. So I was very happy about that. And I have a few other things to run by you.
Well, I can tell by the way she's telling me that bubbly sort of laugh here. These aren't going to be good.
Get your pens out, everybody.
Yeah,
Here we
get
go.
my cross ready.
So it's been almost 2 weeks. I've got two more things that I need to add to the list. He only chops on a wooden chopping board, not a plastic one. So I've been using a plastic chopping board forever for veggies, meat, bread, whatever. But he reckons that it's bad for you because the knife cuts into the plastic and then gets microplastics in your food.
100% true.
He's
Never
right.
use a plastic chopping board.
Truly?
Really bad for you.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I'm being swayed.
They've done tests actually. If you want me to get right into it,
Yeah.
when you cut into it, there's little. Every time you
Microplastics.
cut, there's tiny little,
right.
microscopic fibres that you eat, and then you can't digest. It's not good for you.
But what about...
Linked to all sorts of different things.
Isn't that... Well, what about cutting meat on a wooden chopping
That's
board, though?
fine.
Doesn't it soak into
No,
the wood?
you just turn you have them for like 12 months, and then you get new ones.
And you have a separate
Turn
one
them
for
over.
meat. Separate one.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Meat and veg, separate ones.
Right, good one.
I'm big
All
on
right,
that.
you're with
There you
Eddie
go.
again.
It's a hard. Yes,
Wow.
very good.
Okay.
Oh, learned something today.
I think I'm being converted to the wooden chopping board. I can get around that. Now, this one we need to flesh out a little bit because I think it's a little bit controversial. Is it normal to sleep with a top sheet? So you've got your under sheet
Yep.
and then you and then a top sheet and then your quilt. Or do you just sleep with a quilt and no top sheet?
Just the quilt.
No.
Just the quilt.
No,
No.
mate. No,
Just
mate.
the
No,
quilt.
you
No,
don't.
You got okay.
You have to have a top
Yeah.
sheet because what about when you're like sweaty or
Yeah.
in bed? You can't have direct skin contact with you and the quilt. What are you going to do? Put the whole quilt in the washing machine?
I have a shower every night just before bed, so I'm clean as a whistle.
Okay, that's a good compromise. I've introduced a top sheet to,
With-
the bed.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
How's Eddie going with it?
He's not laughing it.
It's too hot.
He
in
goes,
that.
he gets all frustrated and makes like a ball
It does,
out of
it
the
ties
sheet.
you up.
Yeah,
It
he
tangles
gets
you.
caught in, and he's really tall, so his legs hang out the
Yeah,
side.
I
and-
actually push it to the side, so just the top seat's just on Abby's side anyway, so I don't end up with one. I actually sleep with no doona a lot. I'm a hot sleeper.
Just lie there.
Yeah, just
All right,
lie
let's
there.
add to, we're going to call it Eddie's List.
Okay,
Yeah.
Eddie's
So
list.
that's two no's from
04
G,
888 52 107. Text us through. Just add to Eddie's List.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm not alone in this, ladies.
got?
Have you moved in with your partner and they're just living differently, bachelor style? 04 888 52 107.
What about the beer fridge? Where's that?
I haven't found that yet.
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G. Best mates for breakfast.
On SAFM.
Bern's been helping me with moving into my partner Eddie's place.
Not physically, but
Well, you've been helping me work out whether some of my requests of Eddie are unreasonable.
Yes.
And so far, out of my checklist, you've sided with him.
yep, 4-1. Yep.
4-1. You agree with him about most things. Can't remember them all. The list's getting long now, but I'm not alone. Lots of texts coming through, 04 888 52 107. Lots of guys have actually texted in here, Bern. So I'm very interested to
Okay.
hear the male opinion.
Yep.
Tom,
You were disgusted with some of these, by the way, when you were reading them. I haven't seen these, but you were like, as if. Can you read some of these?
I can, and I am just shocked and appalled. Moved out 5 years ago. This is Tom. Toilet roll just lives on the floor, or tank, still no holder. Works just fine on the counter. Why fix what's not broken? Thanks, JB. No toilet roll holder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a toilet hole roller. I'm with that, but it does work, just sitting there.
No, that just screams bachelor pad.
Yep.
No, you can't.
No.
Alex texts through, bed has been on the floor since I moved out. Mattress does the job just fine without a frame.
We slept on the floor for probably 6 months.
What do you mean?
For a while, we didn't have like the
Frame.
What do you call that on the bottom?
A bed frame.
Bed frame.
Oh,
yeah,
the
like
ensemble
the
part.
ensemble part.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were waiting for that to arrive. Stop that noise, please.
No, get a bed frame.
I'm with
I
him.
can't
Who's
believe that
Tom?
Abby would tolerate that.
Yep.
You should have sorted
We've got a
out something
thick
temporary.
mattress, but
Even
it's
crates
low.
or something.
It was low.
Okay.
Last one from Connor. What man drought? Laundry baskets are overrated. Floor pile system works fine. Dirty on the left, clean on the right.
Yep, that I'm with him.
No,
Yep,
well,
yep.
no,
Yes,
they're not
please,
clean
yeah.
anymore if
Easy.
they're left on the floor.
Yep. Left and right, perfect.
No, and but
Or
just
if in
before-
doubt, just smell something in the pile.
smell the armpits.
Just see if it's the dirty pile.
Good to go.
You asked me just before if Eddie had a beer fridge, and I've received a text from Eddie.
Oh, no.
Tell Bern I don't have a beer fridge as I never needed one.
No.
It was just the fridge.
Yep.
But now Em's here, I'm going shopping.
Yes, I'm telling you. You move your stuff in, the beers have to go somewhere.
All right, thanks for your messages. Text line always open 0488 52 107.
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G. Best mates for breakfast.
On SAFM.
Yesterday we were chatting, Bern, about how hard it is for us to go to the bathroom during the show
Right.
because the ads are really short and we're talking pretty often.
Yes.
And we learnt that you used to, when you played footy and needed to go to the toilet, just used to kneel down and whoosh to the side.
Well,
and is that
that's
how you did it on the field?
Only me a few times, but there was a lot of people throughout the AFL.
Yeah.
I'm going to dob everyone else in.
Right.
The final huddle, as you're walking out,
Yeah.
you don't have time. So there's always a toilet near the bench you could go to if you're on the bench, but in the huddle, everyone would tighten up and, you're getting the last little rundown from the captain and you just hide someone in the middle if they needed to, drop to one knee and just out the leg, G.
No.
What did the AFL think of this?
They weren't happy with it. A couple of memos got sent out, and there was
I
some
bet.
future fines or threats of fines if you continued it. So obviously it wasn't great for the grass.
No, of course.
And
What
getting
about when it's
tackled through
filmed and
that.
it's on TV?
Yeah.
Like, does that ever get
Well,
publicised?
you hid them inside pretty well,
good
inside
teamwork.
the huddle. So there was all legs and things going everywhere. So
Okay.
we tried
Things.
to, and it was so popular, that topic.
Yes.
He's talking about
Yeah.
urinating, that we had a few voice notes left for us. And here's a good one from Adam.
Hey, Bernie and Emma. I heard you guys talking about footy players doing wheeze on the oval. Reminded me of a time when I was doing some DJing. I was busting to go. Couldn't leave the deck. Didn't really want to leave the equipment. I could have played a longer song, but I just decided to discreetly go in a bottle behind the deck.
That's gross,
crowd
Adam.
watching.
No
No
way.
stage fright there.
In a bottle. What if somebody picked it up and thought it was a drink?
Oh, well, that's awkward.
That is gross. Oh, we want to hear from you. 13 10 60. Give us a call. Have you had a situation like this where you had to wee discreetly?
Okay, yeah, look, strangest place you've had to go to number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, number one.
Yeah,
Once.
Just the ones.
13 10 60, give us a call. You can text as well. 0488 52 107. This is SAFM. You've got Bernie and Emma G.
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G. Best mates for breakfast.
On SAFM.
We're learning all about the bowel movements, is it? Oh, bladder movements of
bladder.
Adelaide.
Yeah.
Because we were just having a quick chat off air
Harmless
yesterday
chat.
about how we got to
All
run
of
to
a
the bathroom
sudden.
between songs to go here. And Bern, you revealed that as an AFL player, if you needed to go, and other players would just kneel down and to the side and go on the field. And you're definitely not alone. We've had a whole bunch of calls and
Wow.
texts come through. Text line's always open, 0488 52 107. And Megan from Marion has called through on 13 10 60. Megan, where did you have to go?
It's interesting what question you asked the callers.
Come on, Megan. Safe
Okay.
space.
Hi, Bernie and Emma. How you going?
Really good, thank you.
Okay, I can't believe I'm actually going to say this in public.
No. Get
But,
off your chest.
yeah, I had to go too many times and I was staying at a friend's house and I was a bit embarrassed to keep going to the toilet and I just had a baby and I squatted in her nappy.
Her nappy.
Oh, that's clever.
Like a baby's
That's
nappy.
what
Yeah.
it's designed for, I guess.
Absolutely.
It's
So
not for an adult.
Mess free.
Maybe not as much, though, but
Did you use a wipe after?
that is brilliant. Megan, what a great story.
That is
That's
good.
incredible.
Megan's got the
Thank
I
you.
giggles.
feel like we're soothing
Thanks for
people too.
sharing.
They're getting it off their chest.
I think that was very therapeutic for
that
Megan
was
to
good.
put that out
She
there.
feels better now. That's our job, to make people feel better. Let's make Tracy feel better. She left us a voice note.
Hi, my name's Tracy. Keep up the great work. Your story just reminded me of a memory of my brother, which brought a smile to my face. He used to drive down from Queensland to Adelaide, and he used to wee in a Gatorade bottle to stop him from having to keep pulling over. And he used to get to our house, and I used to try to help him to unpack the car, but thank goodness he stopped me from picking up those bottles.
Oh, no. Imagine.
There is
if
a
you had
yellow
sip
Gatorade
from
too.
that.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yuck.
Now, I've been told never to tell this story. What do you mean? Never, ever told. What's the...
Okay.
It was
By-
2010, so it's 14. Yeah, so I got told never to tell it within 12 years. So
Was it your
12
beautiful wife,
years.
Abby, who told you to not tell it?
she was one of them.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
few
no.
people at the football club too, but it was Rory Sloane's 21st.
Oh,
Now,
wow. Long
Okay.
time.
I'll
right.
never talk about this again. This is the only time I can get this off my chest because we're talking about. I don't think we'll go down this path again, so
Yes.
I need to tell it now. Rory Sloane's 21st. The
Right.
speeches were on. This is 2010. He's obviously 33, 4 now. The speeches were on right near the toilet door, and I was busting, and I was like, "Oh, I should have gone."
That's
and then I
inconvenient.
didn't realise there's going to be 3, 4, 5 speeches. This goes for a fair while.
Yeah.
This is over half an hour.
Yeah.
And I thought, nah, I've got to go. And I don't think of these ideas, Bleebs. I just do them. So someone gave me the idea, there's a few empty schooner glasses here.
Oh, no.
I know that's a bit disgusting and they were never used again. So you can calm down a little bit if you're thinking about that. But I was
I wasn't
handed,
thinking about that then. No.
there was one of those high tables with a tablecloth and I just
Yeah.
peeled it up and it was discreet. No one sort of knew it until we were laughing and I was just lining them up and I'm like, going to need more. And they were running around getting, going to need more. This is why the speeches are on. Filled up 5 or 6 and
That's
got caught. There was one of those bubble cameras at the establishment. I won't mention that, down the bay somewhere. It was on it was like the perfect camera
Right
for
above
doing
you.
it. And I was laughing. And guess who was handing me the empty glasses?
who?
My dad, my dear
Of
dad,
course
who
he
was there
was.
as well. And a bloke out of the leadership group that ended up telling me off for it. I want to stop handing him. And he gave me the idea. Oh, now that's off my chest. I feel better.
I'm glad you feel better. That's disgusting, Ben. It doesn't
And I
surprise me.
tipped it out in the toilet after and I got rid of the glasses. So that was all good. But
All
I was
evidence
made
removed.
by the football club to go back and apologise to the function manager and he made me watch the footage. And you reckon I couldn't hold in a laugh. I'm like no one else is laughing here, but I thought it was hilarious and something I'll never forget. But there you go. I've got it off my chest. We'll never talk about weeing again. I think I'm done.
SAFM's Bernie and Emma G
Best mates for breakfast.
on SAFM.